New video footage has come out of police officers assaulting reporters from the conservative outlet, The Daily Caller. So I want to warn you guys, this video is a little bit disturbing. So I want to give you a viewer warning for this. So take a look.
Daily Caller, yes sir. Daily Caller, right here. Yes sir. Hey, he's pressed, Yes sir, I have my credentials, right here. Yes sir, yes sir. I'm out. Well, I have credentials. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I have credentials right here. On the ground. On the ground. Hold on. Hey, Steve, cops. Hey, cops. 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 I need cops. We're cops. What's going on? Turn this phone over right here. I need cops.
All right, so let me give you the details about basically what happened there, who was involved. So Daily Caller journalist Shelby Talcott and Rich McGinnis were apparently both assaulted by police officers in Wauwatosa County law enforcement. This is according to the outlet's David Hookstead. Hookstead also later on shared an image of McGinnis with a head wound after the incident, showing that they were assaulted, beaten, but not arrested. And so Talcott offered more information afterwards about what happened on Twitter, saying, Richie McGinnis and I got detained, almost arrested. Officers kicked me and hit me with a billy club and repeatedly hit Richie with a club, and added, we were not resisting. Well, understand that that's, at this point, doesn't really matter. Why do I say it doesn't matter? Because police officers have shown that they will hit and they will assault and they will kill people who were not resisting in the first place. And if you should probably know that if you were paying attention. That said, right, an officer, she said, luckily an officer came while we were waiting in the police van and recognized that we were press. But you had heard on that video, we're press. He had McGinnis had his credentials out when he was taken down by the officer. In fact, Talcott said that she and McGinnis were released after officers found out they were members of the press, but also said Richie had his press credentials visible before he was taken down. I was sitting in the car outside the area where protesters were being arrested, waiting for Richie, who was filming. Nelson and McGinnis were told to leave the area. They complied with police, Talcott reported, and then several officers then chased them down right as they reached the car and forced the rest of us out of the vehicle before making arrests. They were press. They had the credentials. They said, we're press. Here it is. And then you saw what happened. And understand, this is why people say ACAB, okay? Again, if you're press, you have credentials, you're following orders, you're not getting involved in police actions, you're not resisting arrest, and you're still getting beaten, hit with billy clubs. This is what happens. And so understand, this is the problem that we have, where police officers it doesn't care. They don't care if you're white. Right? They don't care if you're press. To them, they have been trained to treat you as if you're the enemy anyway. They've been trained to be an occupying force. We don't care who you are. We are going to take you down anyway. That's why we say ACAB. Now, some of you might be like, it's Daily Caller, who cares? Well, okay, look, as much as I disagree with the people who, the politics of the Daily Caller, understand that this was not right. This isn't about politics. This isn't about choosing a side. This is about how police assault the press. And literally, it's unconstitutional. We have a freedom of the press. They're attacking people who are literally filming this. And by the way, if they're attacking people openly who are filming this, who say that, yes, we are press and have press credentials, imagine what they're doing. And this is to the conservatives who are like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. No, imagine what happens when there are no cameras. And if you're black. I mean, come on. This is the first time, or it's one of the first few times that it's happened to conservative reporters. And so now they're like, oh my, can you believe this? Can you believe what happened? Yeah, I can. Yeah, this is why we call for police reform. Major police reform. Okay, not just a little bit around the edges. No, there has to be a dismantling and a rebuilding into something that it does not resemble the policing of today, that is actually effective at stopping crime. Because right now, not so effective what's going on here. They're more effective at beating innocent people and killing people in their own apartments. But hey, guys, welcome to the club, Daily Caller reporters. Cops don't give a shit if you're press because they don't want what they're doing for some reason to be on camera. Weird. Doesn't matter if your organization might cape for police all the time. I don't know. I don't really read the Daily Caller all that much. But look, the article that I read by Jordan Lancaster, as well as David Hookstead, they were not caping for police at that point. And so the question is, now that this is happening to conservatives and to conservative press outlets, will they actually do anything about it? Will they actually start reporting on what's really going on with police and saying, hey, maybe we should have some sort of reform? We'll see. Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.